this is gonna be a weird story, and I guess this week just goes to show you like we're really losing the plot here as an internet wrestling community. So we have a clip here, and I don't want to set up any suggestions, so let's just play the clip.
The Attitude Era, because they had bra and panties matches. This era doesn't have bra and panties matches. I want to see Liv Morgan in a bra and panties match. I also want to see Becky Lynch and Natalia in one. Maybe not Natalia. Fuck Natalia. Let's go Maxine Dupree. She's in my bra and panties match.
Yeah, I still hear the music more. You heard what he said, right?
You like the Attitude Era because of bra and panties matches, basically.
Yeah, so the interviewer here asked him what was his favorite era, and he said it was the Attitude Era because they had bra and panties matches. Then he talked about who he'd like to see in bra and panties matches in today's roster. And he mentions Natalia, and he's like, no, not Natalia. Fuck Natalia. And he says, Maxine Dupree can be in my bra and panties match. So that was essentially the clip. And it took all different types of directions here. Now, the one thing that I didn't say, and if you saw the clip, like, yeah, you can tell he has some kind of mental illness. I would say probably Down syndrome or autism, one or the other.
Couldn't he just be fat?
He could be.
I thought he was a fat nerd.
And that's what the initial thought was. So people were telling him to, unalive himself because he suggested that these people be in a bra and panties match. There's nothing wrong with really what he said, I would say. First of all, to some people, that's the only way that the women are entertaining. But
they sure as hell can't wrestle.
It was a time where maybe that wasn't the respectable era for the women, but they were drawing big ratings when they did that stuff. So,
and they still did it.
Yeah, like I remember, this is the Sable or Trish Stratus, but she was talking about like she would get like Stone Cold Steve Austin ratings because what was she out there doing? Taking her clothes off. So it was a different time, but I don't know. So we had that, and people were reacting to the clip, first telling the person to unalive himself. And then Jordynne Grace jumped in. So she starts with interviewing mentally disabled people are going to say some off the wall, socially unacceptable shit for views. It gets to a point. And then someone replied to that and said the fact that people are making fun of the guy and also saying that is what those type of fans look like is just ridiculous. You can disagree with him or find it creepy, yes, but it's very evident they are mentally disabled and don't deserve to be made fun of. And then she says, back to Jordynne Grace now, yeah, I have a brother with Down syndrome who has hot girl, in quotes, posters all over his bedroom walls. Do I find it weird? Yeah, but he's never going to understand what we do. Would be horrified if he got interviewed publicly and thousands of people said he should die. That's what she said. Now, the original poster did jump back in, and they basically said that they weren't exploiting anybody. He asked to be interviewed, and that was that. That was their defense. Oh, well, he asked for it to be interviewed. So, sure. As I was watching this whole story unfold, it's like everybody involved in this is kind of at fault. The interviewer is at fault to do this interview. Remember now, this is a clip, so he had to then afterwards sit down and edit this. So you had the opportunity, one, to not do the interview, and then if you did do the interview, you had the opportunity during the editing process to either cut this, like was there other parts of the interview that you could have used except for this? Maybe. Like
maybe that was the best part.
Yeah, this guy's like, oh, I'm going to get views out of this, so he made the choice to put this clip out. He's in the wrong. Jordynne Grace, I didn't like her response either.
Okay.
For her to say, oh, my brother has hot girl posters all over his bedroom wall. What's wrong with that? Like, what is wrong with being attracted to a woman? That's what it boils down to. I find this woman attractive. Oh, that's weird.
You can't objectify him. Lust at him with that male gaze of yours.
is it objectifying if they put it out there?
Apparently.
Like that's the other thing. They're putting this out there, not in this instance, but Maxine Dupree. I bet you I can go to her Instagram and find a bikini picture, which is essentially a bra and panties thing.
True. Oh, they're
And
Insta whores. Every single one of them. They fucking talk about how like they're more than just, tits and ass. When you go to their social media, that's all they fucking post is tits and ass shit.
and then yeah, we're weird for looking at it, I guess.
Weird for looking at it, commenting on it, asking for more of it.
Yeah, then you get ran up on a meet and greet with someone with a naked picture of you and saying, "Sign this for me."
Sign your clit.
Yeah, and then
Sign
you're wondering how you got here. Maybe it's just me being an old man, but I don't know. If you're putting that shit out on the internet, I don't know how you don't expect it to.
Come back and bite you.
Yes, I don't know if you remember that one time we were in a pool and then there was these two girls who were swimming in just their like white tank tops, and they're describing, "Oh, we're in white tank tops, but don't look."
We have white panties on in the water.
Yeah, but don't look.
And we just shaved.
This is happening and I'm describing it to you, but don't look though. But yeah, it's like that. They post this shit on the internet, and then you're the weirdo for liking it. And I guess the one thing is like, oh, well, we're not posting it for you. Because that's the other thing. It's like, oh, I'm not posting this for you. I'm posting it for myself. And I'm putting it under the mask of it's progress pictures. I'm just showing progress of my body. I'm not supposed to be objectified. Sure. If that's what you're going with. But yeah, it just became like a bad, weird story as I took a 30,000 glance at it. And it's like, he's wrong for posting it. She's wrong in the reply. I don't even like the whole, oh, well, he shouldn't be interviewed. So, again, I don't know if this was the only question, but now we're not supposed to interview mentally ill people, people with autism. We can't interview them now.
Not unless you
That-
set them up for success.
Yeah, that sounds like discrimination from where I'm from. And what next? Oh, well, he's a black person. You shouldn't interview him. I know that's quite the jump, but where is the line? Where is the line?
I just don't understand why people are getting mad at this guy for sharing his opinion that he was asked about.
Well, some people took offense to the Natalia part, which I just thought
She's
it was funny.
gross.
And she's a heel.
Attitude era Natalia, okay. Maybe after a couple beers, but now Natalia, she looks like a fucking reptile.
Yeah, she has had better days. Now she's just getting out of control with her.
Ozempic or whatever the fuck she's on.